If a man says he's not ready for a relationship, believe him. If you're just entering the dating world, there are a lot of things that I wish I knew sooner that would have saved me a lot of heartache and pain. I've experienced lots of different kinds of men, different races, different ages, different personality types, different stages of their careers. I've experienced love bombing. I've tried dating emotionally unavailable men. And more than once, I ignored my intuition because I convinced myself that this person was going to be my last chance to be with someone. I used to have this irrational fear that it was going to be hard for me to find a guy that I was truly interested in and that was truly interested in me as well. So whenever a guy showed interest, I clung on to it. I also made the mistake of trying to force relationships to work when deep down I knew they weren't aligned with me. And not because the men were bad, but because I just was not being honest with myself about what I actually wanted. And that's why discernment and self-knowledge matter so much in dating. Because the truth is, most dating issues that women experience are not about the men at all. They're usually about three things. First, a lack of self-knowledge. If you don't know yourself, your values, your wants, the life you want, the type of relationship that you want, it's really easy to fall into relationships that were never meant for you. Second, a scarcity mindset. A lot of women accept whoever comes along because they're just so scared of ending up alone. And society reinforces that fear by telling women that the only value that we have to offer is by being a wife and a mother. I literally have a close friend in medical school, like she's becoming a doctor, tell me that she'll feel like she failed in life if she doesn't end up married with kids. Which is crazy if you think about it. She's literally getting one of the highest degrees in our country, and yet she is still tying her value to marriage and children. Third, ignoring your intuition. You see the red flags. You know the energy is off, but yet you ignore that little voice in your head because you want that relationship to work so badly. So today I'm breaking down 15 dating principles that honestly, if I had known a lot earlier, would have saved me a lot of heartache and pain. We're gonna break them down into 3 sections so that way you guys have a structured roadmap to actually implement these principles. Building your foundation. Before you focus on trying to find the right person, you really need to spend some time building a foundation with yourself. So date yourself first. You probably hear the phrase a lot, you can't love someone until you love yourself. And I know, it's cliche, but honestly, you hear it a lot because it's true. If you don't know yourself, your wants, your dislikes, your standards, your values, then trying to find the right person, the person who's truly aligned with you, is like trying to ask someone to move into a house that isn't even built yet. Dating should never be about you trying to find your other half. It should be about 2 complete people coming together and choosing to build a life together. You need to figure out your standards. Standards are simply what you are or aren't willing to tolerate. Maybe you want a man who's college educated. Maybe you want a man who's financially responsible. Maybe you want a man who is God-fearing and family-oriented. Whatever it is, write it down. Like, literally. Because if your standards only exist as vague ideas in your head, then you're more likely to forget them the moment someone attractive shows interest. Clarity protects you. Collect data. Dating is information gathering. Stop moving through early dating with rose-colored glasses. Instead, you really should spend the first parts of dating someone observing. How does he treat waiters? How does he treat his family? How does he behave when he's stressed or frustrated? Pay attention to patterns because patterns reveal character. I actually heard someone say that she would literally voice memo data or things that she wanted to remember about the way a guy was. These small things, they seem a little crazy, but honestly, they really do save you a lot of potential pain down the line. Focus on becoming your best self. The best way to attract a high quality partner is to become a high quality person. So take care of yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Work on your confidence, build your life, pursue your goals, pour into your own cup. Because when you are pouring into your own cup, it is extremely difficult for someone to come along and treat you poorly. You do not have to give every man a chance. Just because someone shows interest does not mean you owe them a chance. I hear this from women all the time. Well, I mean, he's nice, but are you attracted to him? Does he meet your physical standards? Does he have a job? Does he have a car? Come on, listen, there are plenty of men who are nice and have all the other things that you're looking for. You don't need to give someone a chance or date them out of obligation. Dating is about choice. And as a woman, your most powerful tool is your ability to choose. Don't let societal pressure make you forget this. 2, protect your energy. Now let's talk about protecting your emotional and personal energy while actually dating someone. Stop oversharing so early on to a relationship. Mystery builds attraction. Now, that doesn't mean be fake and don't open up yourself to connection. It means pace your vulnerability. When you overshare or trauma dump early on in a relationship, you're giving them access to information they haven't earned yet. Trust should be built over time, and emotional vulnerability should be gradual, not all at once, and certainly not at the beginning. Carry yourself with respect. Men will treat you the way you allow yourself to be treated. If something matters to you, say it. If a boundary is crossed, address it. And if a man makes you feel bad about your standards, run. Respect is not something you beg for. It's something that you reinforce, and ideally early on. Be very discerning. Not every man should be an option. Having standards will shrink the dating pool, and that is a good thing, because your goal isn't to attract everyone. It's to attract the right one, and you need to choose wisely. You're selecting someone to co-create your life with. This is a big deal, and you should not take this decision lightly. Maintain your leverage. Leverage is simply your advantage. And in a relationship as a woman, it's going to come from your independence and your security. For example, there's nothing wrong with being with a man who provides financially, but it becomes dangerous when you become financially dependent on him and you are unable to take care of yourself without him. Always maintain your ability to support yourself and stand on your own 2 feet. Your independence protects you. Stop trying to prove your worth. You're not applying for a job, so stop asking yourself, what do I need to do to make him like me? Instead, ask, is this person worthy of my time and my energy? Because believe me, as a woman, you're already worthy. Your feminine energy, it's nurturing, it's delicious, it's attractive. A man should be trying his best to get more of your time and your attention, not the other way around. The right man won't need convincing, and the right man will come to you. Stay grounded in reality. Stop chasing emotionally unavailable men. If a man says that he's not ready for a relationship, believe him. Cut that cord and move on. Allow yourself to create space for a man who wants to be there. Because trust and believe, no matter how much effort you put in, how much time you waste, you're not going to change his mind, and he's going to take from you and give nothing in return. Let men invest the effort. Let a man be a man. As a woman, you should always remain in a state of receiving. Let the man plan the dates. Let the man reach out to you. Let him invest all the effort, especially at the beginning. He should be showing intentionality through his actions. Men are action-oriented. Let that man be a man. You sit there and look pretty in your state of receiving. And trust and believe, when a man wants to be with you, he will invest. Don't become his therapist. You are not a professional. Support is healthy, yes, but healing is his responsibility. You are not responsible for fixing a man's emotional wounds. Encourage growth, yes, but don't carry the weight of someone else's unresolved trauma. Keep your head out of the clouds. I know falling in love can feel very magical, But love should not make you ignore reality. You can feel butterflies and still remain grounded, especially at the beginning. Trust actions more than words and more than all that fluff. Love does not have to be a struggle. This might be one of the most important principles. Love should not feel like constant confusion, emotional whiplash, or instability. Relationships require work, yes, but healthy love feels safe, it feels peaceful, and it shouldn't feel like chaos. Media and romance novels give healthy love a bad rep. You should not feel like you're constantly fighting to hold the relationship together. You should look forward to seeing them, not bracing for another fight or another emotional draining situation. Those are the 15 principles that, if you implement, dating in your early 20s and beyond will be a lot easier to navigate. Stop dating from a place of fear or scarcity. Remember, you are more than worthy. And being a high value woman has nothing to do with your bank account and everything to do with the way you carry yourself. You don't need to lower your standards, you need to raise your discernment. Because as a woman, the most powerful tool you have in dating, and honestly in life, is your intuition. So trust yourself and trust that the right man will recognize your value without you needing to convince or chase him. If you found this video helpful and you're ready to step into your highest self with intention, then this channel's for you. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, join me on my journey, and I'll see you next time.